Our February tip is about managing email because we have so many emails. The average professional is sending and receiving more than 124 emails a day. And that doesn't even include all the other messages, text messages, team chat, Slack channels, all the other ways people are communicating with us. Just email alone. So one of the things we want to keep in mind is that we can help everyone manage their email by using some of the tools that are built into our email programs. Let's start with BCC. BCC, which stands for Blind Carbon Copy, means that you can send the same email to a bunch of people, so a copy of the same email to a bunch of people, but they can't see each other. Great for sending announcements to groups, newsletters to groups, right? You can BCC, and then the same message can go out at the same time to everyone on your list, but they don't have access to each other's email addresses. They can't see who else received the message. So it's good for privacy, but more importantly, when we use BCC, it prevents other people from being able to reply all. And what that means is that I can send out a message to a whole lot of people, but they can only reply to me. And I don't think we use this enough in our offices, with our teams, with the people that we communicate with. Because when we send out announcements, if we BCC everyone on our team, we can prevent them from all responding. So when you write a promotion announcement for somebody on your team, you can send it out, BCC everybody, and then they can reply back to the person who got promoted without having to get messages to everybody's inbox that are like, congratulations, 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 because I don't need to see that. I didn't get promoted. Or happy birthday, right? You can send out a happy birthday and you can BCC everyone on your team so they know whose birthday it is, and then they can reply to the birthday person. And they can't. BCC prevents reply all, so they can't reply to the whole group with happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. So BCC is a kind of secret in how we can craft emails that will reduce the number of emails that we're getting, because when we use that, we can send out a group message, but not everyone in the group can write us all back. Super valuable. CC, carbon copy originally, just means I can send the same message to multiple people, but CC are people who are not expected to respond, all right? They are allowed to respond, they are welcome to respond, and the person who's writing the message thinks that they should have access to this message, but they're not expected to do anything with it. So they're invited to participate, but not expected to respond. And that is the big difference between to and CC. To is who the message is for. They are expected to read it and to act on it in some capacity. CC is welcome to read it and act on it, but not expected to. And the reason this matters so much is that when we're using to and CC, it's really important that we as the writer explain to our group why some people have been CC'd. So often you're writing to your team and you might CC your boss, all right? Maybe your team knows that your boss likes to get a copy of every message, and so you don't have to explain it. But you might CC a customer, and somebody on the team doesn't know who that is, hasn't met them or interacted with them yet. You want to make sure that you say in the message, I'm CCing this person, our customer, so that they can see the progress on this project or whatever it is. When you CC people, you want to make sure that everyone receiving the message understands who is CC'd and why they are CC'd. And then related to that, it is your job as the writer of a message to indicate whether people responding to your message should reply all or not. So what I want you to do is when you're writing to a group, towards the end of the message, right before your closing, which is going to be best for me, or regards, or sincerely, or have a great weekend, whatever you put right before your name, that's the closing. The line before that, I want you to say either please reply all or please reply directly to me. Okay? So when you include that statement as a writer, it helps other people know whether they should reply to the group or just reply to you. Now, based on what I said about BCC, if you don't want people to be able to reply all, then you can use BCC and prevent that from being an issue. But if you're writing to a group and you want people to see who's getting the message, so we can see the twos, we can see the CCs, we've explained who the CCs are and why they're there, then we do want to help people, encourage them to reply all if that's the response that we want. If they hit reply, it's just going to go to the twos. If we want the whole group to see it, then we have to say, please reply all. It is your job as the writer to make that statement in your message. And no, it doesn't mean that everybody will do it. Okay? Some people are going to reply all when you just wanted them to tell you the answer, and some people are going to reply to you when you wanted them to reply all. Okay? Not everyone is a careful reader. The thing is that when you write in the message, please reply all, or please reply directly to me, and the other person doesn't do it correctly, we know whose fault that is. All right? So make sure it's not your fault by giving the explicit instruction in the message for what you want people to do when they reply to your email. Now that you know how to use BCC, CC, to, and that the writer is responsible for making those choices and indicating whether people should reply all or not, you have some very important tools that you can use in order to cut down on the number of massive replies to all of those group messages that are cluttering up all of our inboxes. Hope it helps.